We are here today with Nana Amrose. This is 3:43 p.m. and it's getting dark. It's the beginning of the winter.
It's pretty depressing.
It will be like quite cold. Yeah, it's cold already.
Yeah.
How are you gonna cope playing music in London in this cold? Because I remember you during the summer. You were everywhere with your keyboard. You would see you passing by on the street.
Yeah.
Go there, carry your keyboard that way, this way. Play Sofar sounds, all the different venues you've been playing.
Yeah.
Summertime, I guess it's easier to play music, right? And then in the winter,
I guess it's like less of a hassle to carry a keyboard around everywhere because I've got like one of these things with wheels where I put my keyboard on.
that's the dream.
And then it's the absolute dream. And then like leaves get stuck in to it, and then sometimes it falls down, and it's not very practical.
Wow, but it's a first world problem, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, Nana, you arrived in London. We met the first time you came to Spiritual to play was maybe 3 years ago, maybe a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I think it was 2019.
How did you find out about this place?
Oh,
I think you texted us, right? Asking for a gig or something, or you just came to the open mic?
I just walked in one night. I think it was a Friday maybe. I was in London for a few days. I didn't live here yet. And I just read some good stuff about Spiritual online, and I thought that looked and sounds really cool. So I just thought I'd check it out, see if it's something that maybe suits my music. And then I started talking to you, and you said, come back on Sunday. You can have like a few songs.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, which was really nice. And I thought,
Wow.
That's so nice. I felt like very welcomed in a place I didn't know. Yeah, that's cool.
First time you came here, you said come back on Sunday.
Yeah, he saw some videos. I showed some videos. It was not out of the blue.
I saw her singing her heart in the videos or something. I was like, she's great. Well, we I guess we focus more like folk music and stuff. We try to focus in that, but you know, songwriters like you with a very powerful voice and playing the piano as well. You're a pianist. Everybody's welcome here. Like we trying to get more and more people with like different kind of skills because the blues music that we all dream about here sometimes is dying. You showed up here in London and you met all of us. You start meeting all these people. Suddenly you're going to gigs to see the people from Spiritual Bar, to play in other venues, and you guys create this kind of strong friendship, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think as a musician coming from the Netherlands, it must be cool to come to London and meet all these people. And then you went back to the Netherlands, and then you came back because probably you haven't found that kind of a community in the Netherlands, I believe, as you told me, I think, a few times.
Yeah. I mean, there's some community in a different sense there, I think. I went to music school there, so obviously I know loads of musicians and people do support each other. But just a place like this where you can just walk in, know people, it's a bit more organic, I think. The way it's all created, it's not through school, it's just because you love the same type of music, the same energy in music, and that is kind of like what connects you. It feels a bit more organic, I think, and it's a bit more within a certain style than just random.
Right.
What sort of stuff are they
music.
playing in the Netherlands? What's like the genre that is like most popular or most?
There's a few. There's dance music, like
That's huge in the Netherlands.
That's huge.
Electronic music.
Yes.
Loads of famous DJs come from the Netherlands.
Exactly. Yeah. Martin. Oh my God, Garrix. I wouldn't say Harris, but that's a combination of Calvin Harris and whatever. Yeah, and there is a lot of Dutch hip hop that's doing well.
Oh, really? Wow. In Dutch.
In Dutch, yeah.
I think you sent me some the other day.
Yeah, but that was a joke. That was like from the 90s when I was growing up, so that was just nostalgic. But yeah, back then it was already popular, like Dutch hip hop, and there's like some Dutch, just pop. Like at the moment, like Dutch language sung in the songs is quite popular. Don't know why actually.
Okay, cool.
It's quite recent. Like 10 years ago, people hated that, but now it's like a thing.
Oh, so you have like the same kind of music that people play here, but in Dutch, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit.
Universal, like American music, English music, and European music, obviously.
Yeah.
But you still have loads of people singing in English as well in the Netherlands, like Yori, for example. Have you met Yori?
I think we played a radio show together once. I met her briefly, but I don't know her that well. No.
Yeah, I met her like maybe 10 years ago. She was great. Now she changed a little bit her style, but she's doing pretty good. And
Yeah, she's really good.
She's from she was playing here at the Camden Assembly the other day.
Hey.
Yeah, you have and then you're back in London now. And what's the plan? Like, you've been recording stuff in London.
Yes. So I moved back to London, I think 18 months ago now, and it was just basically to record new music. My producer's in Deptford, who I work with a lot. So we did an EP together, which I just released. So I've been promoting that by just playing lots of gigs. And I just got some funding to work on a new EP. So I'm just trying to figure out.
Is that from the Netherlands?
Yes. Yeah, well,
That's
there's
so
one
cool.
from the UK, actually. A few.
Oh, yeah. Which one that you got from the UK?
Help Musicians.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Matu got one.
Yeah, Mata got it
Loads
as
of
well.
people getting it. That's
Yeah.
great. And maybe
Yeah,
it's
it's
nice to
really
let people know how did you apply for it. Maybe it's nice to let people know. Maybe some musicians don't know that yet. But
Yeah, it's great. It's just like you can apply on the website. It took me 3 times. They're quite strict. And then, but when the first ones got declined, I just got some feedback sessions and they told me what was missing.
right.
And then I reapplied and then still some things were missing. So I had to do another feedback session, reapplied again, and then I got it.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So you're getting grants in the Netherlands, and then you come to England, you get some here as well. That's great.
Don't tell people.
Whoa, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't talk about this?
Oh, yeah, I
Oh, you
can.
can,
I can. I just feel a bit like.
Also, you teach there, right? So you work in the Netherlands every week, and then you get the train. You told me that you bought tickets until the end of the year.
Yeah.
So you just go do some work and come
yeah.
back. That's a busy life.
That's a busy life. Yeah, when I just arrived here, I actually quit that job and I thought I'm just going to find something similar here because I just want to try and spend enough time making music, playing gigs. That's my main priority. But obviously it doesn't pay that well. So I thought I just want a job that costs me like 2 days a week and that I can pay for most of my bills. And I couldn't find something that quickly here. So I was running out of money. I was feeling miserable because I was like doing all these little shitty jobs here. And I was actually not enjoying London anymore because I was just stressed about money all the time.
Sure.
And then that same job in the Netherlands offered me an extra day. And I thought if I do that, then they pay quite well. So then
Cool.
I can actually travel back and forth, still play gigs here, do sessions, meet people, try to like make a name for myself. I can still be here. I can enjoy London, why I love it so much. It's rather than like stressing about it and starting to hate it. Yeah.
Sounds great. 3 days in the Netherlands and 4 days in London.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've been doing it for 2 months now. We'll see how long it lasts.
Right.
I hope so.
I guess
Yeah.
you've been sorry. I guess you've played loads of venues in London, I guess by now, maybe 20, 30.
Yeah. Yeah, I play quite a lot of venues. I do a lot of Sofar sounds. Here obviously. God.
Sofar Sounds must be a good gig, right?
Sofar sounds is amazing.
Yeah, everybody loves it. All
Yeah.
the musicians playing there.
Yeah, it's good. Like people who come there really want to discover new music and really want to get to know new artists. So when they like you, they will actively like follow you and support you. And I feel like it's a great way to build a fan base and an audience. So and it's perfect for the type of music I do. It's very intimate what I do, and they always ask the audience to be silent and to be attentive, which is perfect for my music. Like when I was younger, like years and years ago, I stopped doing that years ago, but I sometimes play at bars where you just background music, and it's just awkward for the type of music I do.
Well, yeah, it hurts. It hurts musicians, right? If you're playing music, nobody is paying attention. But I guess the Sofar Sounds the model is perfect for that, right?
Yeah.
People go that just to listen to the music.
Yeah.
In a bar like ours here, we might play a gig, it might go really well, or if you have a group of like 3 people talking loud, it's already gonna disturb the whole energy. But it's there are 2 different things, I guess, right? A bar and a Sofar Sounds gig, which is like 100% focused in the musician.
Yeah.
And I really like that model. I'm very good friends with them, and I love them very much. Okay, Nana. So the idea is to stay in London forever then, and make a career.
I hope to make.
You already have a career, right?
Yeah. But the reason why I came to London in the first place, which is years ago already, like started coming here more often and playing gigs here, is just because I just really like how much music venues you have here. There's so many opportunities to play here, and because it's so big, there's an audience for every type of music. And I think that's the thing with the Netherlands. The Netherlands is lovely country to live in. I've got amazing friends there. But it just doesn't have that type of environment for music, I think. Here it's just everywhere and it just really inspires me.
On the other hand, you have loads of boats in the Netherlands, all kinds of boats. You see?
You love the boat there. You always talk about the boats there.
I guess most music schools, these days, they prepare you to be like let's say a star, right? So they're gonna try to teach you how to write the right songs, change your name, get some exotic names here, and then change your costume and direct you to be a product. That's what I'm saying. So do you think in the Netherlands schools, they teach you to think as like a musician, or do you think they direct you more to that side where they're trying to prepare you to be like a pop star or a rock star, whatever?
I think it kind of depends to what school you went. I went to a school where they were very much focused on skills and becoming a good musician, and like having the tools to make what you want to make, kind of, and like understanding the language of music and like how to get to a certain point, which was really helpful. But it wasn't so, and I think I missed the side of the industry a little bit in that school, because then you get into the world and you're like, okay,
right.
And now how do I
They
actually
didn't teach you that part?
A little bit. They tried to, and I think they're becoming better at it. Hearing from students who are there now.
Is that the same university that they do circus stuff as well?
Yeah.
That university is great. I've been there.
Yeah, they're really good.
My friend was doing masters in circus there.
Yeah. Oh, really? That's amazing.
I like the campus, like by the.
Which university is this?
It's called Code Arts.
Right.
Yeah, they have like circus, musical theatre, music.
I guess studying music is tough, because if you study like to be a lawyer, you end up like probably gonna end up like getting a job.
Yeah.
You know? A doctor for sure. You're gonna straight to NHS, get a job. But if you study music, oh fuck. Yeah, it could be quite.
I describe it more as a lifestyle than a job, right? It's just about, you just want to make music because you love it so much and you want to be better and you want to become like the best possible artist you can, and like.
And you don't want to work.
Yeah, you just want to spend all your time on that. It's more like a lifestyle. And you just try to like make ends meet.
Yeah.
And just have enough time left to do what you love, I guess. Yeah.
For sure. Like some people, a few friends, they go to other countries, to Asia, and they manage to do quite well there. Like I think it's that less people playing music, like this kind of Western music in Asia, like maybe Thailand and loads of places. You can actually make more business over there.
Really?
Well, I mean, I have a friend, Simon. He's like he does like a loop pedals and stuff. He lives in Asia, in that part. He's just gigging every day, and he's like, it's great. I mean, the money is less, but he's living there anyway, so it's enough to make a good living.
Really?
Yeah, he plays like parties and loop pedal stuff, like, and make rhythms and make people dance, and it's fun. You know, it's different for them as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, also today we have the power of the online thing, right? How do you deal with that online? Because we became like suddenly, I mean, the process started quite long ago, but we became like two things, right? We have our lives where we sit down with our friends, and then we have the online life as well, which is sort of like, it's almost 50-50 now, right? We are half telephone and half
start to look like
humans. Yeah. So we wake up with this online world and we go to bed with this online world, which is a bit sick, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't like it.
So how do we deal with that as a musician, you know? Because imagine if you upload a video one day and you get like 50 million hits somehow, and then suddenly you're safe. From that video, you could like get a booking agency, they're gonna love you, and then they book you shows, and then you build a career. I've seen these things happening with friends as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's much cooler than if you try to jump into the industry, get signed by a label and start the whole process with a label. You just go viral on the internet. So you skip the whole thing and you jump into like, you get like a booking agency or something, and then suddenly you're making a living.
I know, but that's quite lucky, right? That would be amazing.
Yeah, Yeah, it's lucky, but I think that's the best way actually to.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens, but I just feel like a few years ago maybe that was possible a bit more, but I feel like the internet at this point is so saturated. Like there's so much content, and try to like get through that with your own stuff is just so hard. And what kind of like I don't know. I tried to find my way in it, obviously, and it's a great way to create your own world online and do that on your own terms. But I feel like the industry, like booking agents or whatever, they don't have to invest in an artist anymore. They like, okay, so once you get the right numbers, then we'll be interested. And they don't put in that hard work in the beginning anymore. And that is like...
It's fucked up.
Yeah, and it's like there's not really... The whole developing an artist into the best version possible is not really a thing anymore. So it's like, there's pros and cons. Like, it's cool that you can try to create something for yourself and you're not depending on what the industry people think of you. You can find your own audience. But then, the other hand, that makes it really hard.
I mean, for a lot of the people who play here and most of the people in this community, that, as much as like that thing does work, it's like if it was going to work for a lot of people here, they're definitely just putting their energy into kind of the wrong thing.
Online thing, you mean?
Well, it's like I feel like if you want to be like, if you want to get your leg like in the door in that sort of way, then yeah, you've got to just be constantly just trying to beat the algorithm. Whereas if you spend most of your time as a musician, like, okay, I need to get better at just playing it in the first place. Right. Maybe you're actually, if you really want to go down that road, then really you should just be studying how to break an algorithm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. And it doesn't really matter how actually good the music is.
And the whole thing about breaking an algorithm, the whole thing about people are on their phones, their attention span is really short, right? So you only have 2 seconds to impress someone. So it's much more about something hooky or about doing something that jumps out rather than... The whole reason why I started doing music was because I love live music and I love the effect it has on people and a group of people, and how it's like almost like a church, right? People are there to kind of like surrender themselves to emotions, but that is lost in having to impress people in 2 seconds, because the thing live is you can create attention throughout the show. You have like an hour to invite people into your world and make them feel something. And it's so different from just having 2 seconds trying to impress someone with an ad-lib, you know?
100%.
And that's what I find hard about it, because that's not what music is for me. And yeah, maybe you have to do some of that stuff to just market yourself, and that's fine. But that's the struggle I have with that, because that's not why I got into music. So that's what I struggle with sometimes. But yeah,
the one thing that I did now. One thing I did learn from university, maybe the most interesting thing, and the one thing that actually I remember to this day, not that I don't remember other things, but was one of my lecturers actually said, the one thing as an independent artist or an independent musician or anyone doing art without like a huge amount of backing, is you have to remember that if you can get, like, you have to remember that there is so many niches out there that if you manage to convince 1,000 people, which doesn't seem like a lot of people, to invest in your art every month or whatever, you are making kind of a better living than a lot of people doing music who have a huge backing, because, they're all like trying to recoup things. Whereas if you just have to remember that if there is an audience of people who do still like live music, you should just be completely focused on those guys. Yeah. And not really trying to entertain the people who are scrolling on their phone.
Yeah, it's like finding your niche, right? Finding the people who love what you do. And yeah, I agree. But then finding those people.
Where are they? I mean, they're here.
Find us. Yeah.
Well, we have a few friends as well. They do pretty well, like on the streaming platforms, millions of clicks. But when they play a gig, nobody comes to see them. Yeah, that's maybe they're listening to them somewhere else in the world. Yeah. And then we're just in one city, obviously. But
yeah, that's the thing about playlists, because you get a lot of plays out of playlists.
Don't get me wrong. I think it's much better to be in that situation.
Yes.
than not to have anything, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But gigging is good, I guess. Like gigging all the time, it's something that gets you sharper and sharper, right? I can see, like, from the first time I've seen you playing from and now the difference, like, you know, the confidence levels and the presence.
Thanks.
It makes you sharp, meaning you can just jump in. Meaning you can just jump in any stage by now.
Yeah.
40,000 people and do exactly the same, and that's the magic of the live performance. I think when you get to that level where when you're ready to perform anywhere if needed.
Exactly.
You know, we're here now, somebody maybe might be desperate, knock at our door right now and say, man, I have this band playing the Roundhouse, it's sold out, do you have anyone to open for them because the opening act canceled? It could happen now, right?
It could.
It's like, she can do it.
I'll play you some sad songs.
I think it's very important to get to that level, right?
And that's what I think was great about London. London gave that to me. Like, I can play here so many times that you can get to
London
that level.
updates you faster than anywhere else, I guess.
I think so, because you're just out there all the time, and you have to deal with so many types of audiences and trying to get them engaged. So you really like practice how to deal with different kind of audiences as well. But just doing it a lot is what gets you there. I think that's the only way.
Talking about this, I find you very impressive. You're from London, Jack, right? But I'm not. None is not. The way London updates you, because you have all these coaches, different coaches, you meet people from everywhere, every day. You learn a little bit here and there, what they eat, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly, you upgrade yourself really fast. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I love about London. And with music, it's the same. You're going to end up playing all kinds of gigs, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Even
for better or
ones.
worse.
Oh my God. I had some bad ones. I cried after a gig once. That was horrible.
Right after a gig?
Yeah. But that's another story.
Do you play cover gigs as well? Do you do covers?
I sometimes play a cover in my set. I haven't done it in a while, actually. I used to do like a Joni Mitchell cover a lot in my set.
Case of You.
Case of You, yeah.
Right.
For some reason I stopped playing that. But I don't really do cover gigs, no. Maybe I should.
Yeah.
I heard it's good money, but I think everyone's nodding no. I don't know. I think it would make me a little bit depressed if I would do it too much.
If you have to do that for a living, I get not depressed, but it's a...
depressed is a big word.
It becomes mechanical, right?
Yeah.
You just go there
and it's not,
I've done that a lot back in Brazil, like playing bars and covers and stuff. It was good to eat, but it's not easy, right?
I mean, it serves the purpose, I guess. You get some money, and that's what you need.
It puts you at risk, though, of losing a lot of the magic of music. And that's hard to get back once you've been knocked that many times by a bad gig.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But it does make you sharp at the same time, because you're dealing with that situation and people.
Well, the best way to look at it is free rehearsal. Don't have to book a pirate studios. You just go and do one of those gigs they pay you.
That's true.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow. So last night we had a great time here. Kyle T. Hurley was playing with his band. It was very nice. Enzo on the bass. Jacob, the legend, making his amazing cocktails. Thank you, Jakes. We love you, Jakes. Jake is a runner here as well for everything we do. He was born in 2003. And
welcome.
Also,
no, I'm joking.
Are we still trying to find your girlfriend, Jacob?
Oh no, leave him alone.
That's okay. All right. But anyway, and then you brought your boyfriend here last night.
I know.
Oh, is it bad for marketing your music?
No. Wait, people should have one. Yeah.
You have this boyfriend, which is the most handsome guy that ever.
Oh, you told him repeatedly
last night here in London. Like, everybody was like, "Who is this guy? He was the size of this ceiling and charismatic, and he looks better than all the Hollywood actors."
He looks amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
And also, you told me that you don't wash your hair with shampoo.
Yeah, I've done that for the past 3 months. Before that,
no shampoo at all, no conditioner.
No products at all. Sometimes I just water, and that rinses out the smell, I guess. Although it doesn't really.
But why is that? Are you trying to get less chemical in your body? Chemicals?
No, I just figured it was actually it just happened because I didn't wash it for like 2 weeks, and somebody said to me, "Your hair looks amazing today." I said, "Should I tell you something? I haven't washed it in 2 weeks. Sorry." And then he said, "Well, a friend of mine didn't wash it for a year, and his hair looks better than ever." And I thought, actually, maybe it's something I should try out. And then I Googled it, and it's actually a thing, because apparently what I read, I don't know if it's true, was not a very good website, but what I read was that shampoo was invented in like the 20s. Before that, people didn't have shampoo or anything. They just rinsed it using water and doing this, like massaging the top of your head. Yeah. I don't know. So it's just like a capitalist invention.
Sure.
And just
like a lot of other things.
Like a lot of things, like just creating a product and make people believe they need it. Well, actually, like in the beginning, my hair got a little bit greasy, but then I have enough hair to cover it up, so nobody really saw it. But then once you get through that, your hair, like the balance of, like, I don't know what's all called, but like the balance of things on your head restores, and then it's not greasy anymore.
That's amazing. But also,
like what?
Like suddenly from music we went to hairdressing, which is great. But
I got very excited about it.
I like it. And then you have I play with you sometimes. I say it's Nana Fashion Week every week.
Oh yeah.
Because you have all your your outfits, and you look like always like amazing, especially when you're on stage and then some blue light. You look like an angel, Dutch angel, and 6'4", playing the piano. It's pretty impressive the way you put the whole thing together, the music and the dressing up that you like. You always have like different outfits and stuff, and I find it very impressive, like how it must be tough to put all this together, right? And then carry that keyboard around
on the heels. Yeah. Sometimes I wear sneakers actually and quickly change them before I get into a venue.
Sure. You get your Nike.
Feels so fake.
Get your Nike.
Yeah. But I think it doesn't like take me a lot of effort because I just really like fashion. It's like a passion I have for fashion. I just like it.
It's a big part of your artistic expression, especially if I going back to your music videos, which you've done multiple of.
Yeah,
there's a massive element of that which is all about the Nana M clothes.
I love it.
I was just
no.
Well, if the music goes wrong, you can always open like a second-hand shop.
That's true. Just sell everything.
Yeah.
I just it's just a passion of mine, and then I think visual things can really help to create that kind of like world you want to invite people in. Sure. Like the way you not even dress yourself, but the way you dress a stage as well. Like, for example, I did a support tour this summer, so I played some bigger stages, which was really good for the field, and I just brought some roses with me, and I just tied them to the mic stand to the
micro stand.
To the mic stand. I had like a big dress. I gave like a light, what do you call it? Like a light program to the light technician and said like what kind of lights I wanted, just to create like kind of like a magical environment. And I think that really suits my music. So then it kind of like emphasizes the music you do. And like, I just really like trying to create this world where people can step into and it's like, it's easier for people to surrender to that feeling. Right?
And then when are you gonna see like a Nana Amrose with a full band smashing it?
I know.
Yeah, I think your next step could be a nice band, right?
I know.
I'm not sure if you have one. You've been playing with a few people, which I've seen you online and stuff. But
yeah,
here I've never seen you playing with anyone. Maybe one person once, someone played with you here.
I think I always played solo. Yeah, but I do have some people that I really like to play with. They're based in the Netherlands. I'd actually like to find some people that I think I could play with here too. But the thing is just like it's a 6-piece band, and it's just harder to get booked with six people basically. But I've been thinking
you
like
always get a trio or a duo or whatever.
Exactly. I've been thinking like I really want to do that because I think it also limits the type of venues you can play if it's always just solo. Sure. It's really easy to play solo. That's why I always play solo, because it's cheaper for venues to book you.
For sure.
And I also just really like playing solo because I don't know, I've been doing it for so long, I really like that. But recently I've been thinking, okay, I really want to find some people and also make like a trio setup or something, just to dynamically have a bit more options, I think. And because I played a show of an hour last summer in the Netherlands with the Six Beats Band, which was really nice. And you can actually play for an hour. Like if I would play solo for an hour, I think that gets boring.
You can extend the songs a little bit, get some little solo there.
Exactly.
You can do so many things with a band, right?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
But,
so yeah, that's
solo. Solo, you can just like solo career is the best, right? Like walking alone.
Yeah, but it's
the easiest. Sorry, it's the easiest. Yeah. Once you start getting the whole things get complicated.
True. Yeah.
Okay, Nana. I think we had a good time here with Nana and Rose, Jack. We're gonna play a song now, right? You're gonna jump on the piano first.
Yes.
I'm gonna quick mic that piano for you, and then you sing a song for us. Would be great. Jack will be recording there. We cheat a little bit with a little bit of reverb here and there after.
I like my reverb.
All right, nice one, Nana. Thank you for being great and being beautiful all the time and coming here and joining us all the time. Means a lot.
Thanks for having me and providing a home. Really love it.
I thought your husband would come here today, the handsome man. I just wanted to look at him once more.
I'll ask if he comes pick me up after this. The ref just wants to see your face, and then you can leave. I'll tell him.
All right. Great times. Thank you, Nana.
Thanks, ref.
Thank you, Jacko.
Thanks, Jack. Yeah.
Thank you, Jakes and Enzo.
Sometimes I'm longing for this life. Sometimes it's eating me alive. Sometimes nothing it feels real. Sometimes I tear up with your cologne. Sometimes I drink when I'm alone. But right now I don't know what I'm longing for. And I need something that feels real. Oh, nothing it feels real but you. Nothing it feels real but you. Nothing it feels real. Oh, nothing it feels real but you. And somehow it's the same show every night. I take a bow and I'm faking every smile. 'Cause right now I don't know what I'm longing for.